Here's my audience for speech 1. Carving pumpkins, dressing up, and yelling trick or treat is how I'm sure most of you would describe Halloween. The fact is, though, it started thousands of years ago with a completely different purpose. What was that purpose? Scaring off evil spirits from the dead. With Halloween just being a few weeks away, it is very important for you to know the historical significance of this holiday. Even though I'm not an expert on Halloween or ancient rituals, I've always had a love for the holiday. I mean, who doesn't love being scared? I've done research on Halloween in my own time, and I believe this makes me credible on the subject. Halloween started off as an ancient ritual to ward off evil spirits from the dead in Ireland, and has now become a $9.1 billion business in America. Today, I will be telling you about the origins of Halloween, how it came to America, and how it is celebrated today. First, let's talk about the origins of Halloween. According to Regina Hansen, Halloween originated from Celtic paganism and the Feast of Samhain, Laskowski, 2013. It started around 2,000 years ago and symbolized the weak boundary between the worlds of the living and the worlds of the dead. Halloween, Johnson, 2015. Now, I'm sure most of you are wondering why October 31st of all nights. Well, this night actually had a very important significance. The pre-Christian Celtics were farming and agricultural people, and their calendar was based on their growing season. October 31st, Samhain, was the end of their growing season and symbolized before the long, dark, and cold winter started. Johnson, 2015. In their towns, they would light large bonfires in an effort to ward off the evil spirits. Johnson, 2015. Now, on these nights, good spirits could come, but the evil spirits were the ones they were trying to scare off. Druids, which were their priests, would use the good spirits and make important predictions about their futures. These predictions were very crucial to their lives, which is why this night was so important. These predictions let them know whether they would make it through the winter or not. In 43 AD, the Romans conquered the Celtics, and Johnson, 2015, and their Romans festivals and the Celtics festivals were assimilated. An example of this assimilation is our popular activity that we do at parties, which is bobbing for apples. I'm sure you're wondering, bobbing for apples was part of an important festival, but it was in fact. The Roman goddess Pomona, who was celebrated largely during these festivals, Johnson, 2015, her symbol was the apple. I'm sure it's starting to make sense why some of the celebrations we have today are done the way they are. Now that we've talked about the origins, we're going to talk about how Halloween came to America. Because of the Protestant Christians' beliefs in New England, they did not celebrate Halloween at all until the Irish came between 1845 and 1852. Where did Halloween come from? Maloney, 2017. The Irish immigrants came to America because they were experiencing the Great Famine in Ireland. Like most immigrants, they brought their traditions with them, one of them being Samhain, which had been changed to All Hallows Eve. Maloney, 2017. And at the time, it still held its very important religious significance. The Irish celebrated All Hallows Eve, and Americans saw a way that they could capitalize on it. Some of the Irish activities the Americans saw could be fun and assimilated into their own culture, no different than how the Romans assimilated the Celtics. One of these was that the Irish would wear scary masks and carve faces and turnips in an effort to ward off the evil spirits on the night of Samhain. Over time, Americans decided that they would adopt these practices into their own. The Irish did not wear these masks and carve faces for fun, but they did it as an important religious and spiritual event to ward off the evil spirits. Americans, however, assimilated it into their culture, and by the 20th century, All Hallows Eve, which had eventually been called Halloween, had lost all religious and spiritual significance. Maloney, 2017. Now that we've discussed the origins and how it came to America, we will talk about current day celebrations of Halloween. Currently, Halloween is a $9.1 billion industry in America. History of All Hallows Eve, Laskowski, 2013. Today, Halloween is marked by children dressing up as princesses and superheroes and going around yelling trick or treat. Houses around neighborhoods will decorate their yards in an effort to outdo each other each year. All of this combined, from the costumes to the candy to the decorations to Halloween parties, make this such a profitable business. Laskowski, 2013. Even though many people think Halloween is an American holiday, as we have covered, it is in fact not. Laskowski, 2013. However, Americans have found a way to capitalize on it. One example of this and making Halloween their own holiday is the popular saying trick or treat, which originated in America. Halloween has now become a fun holiday that changed from adult spiritual significance to a children's-based holiday, with children dressing up and getting candy. Adults and teenagers can also get in on the action, from theme parks like Six Flags at a Fright Fest to haunted houses. Today, I've told you about the origins of Halloween, how it came to America, and how it's celebrated today. Halloween was an important spiritual event that warded off evil spirits from the dead in Ireland, and has now become $1 billion business in America. I've told you how it started off as the Festival of Samhain. I have told you how the Irish brought it to America, and how money is made off of it today. Just remember, next time you're wearing that scary mask or eating candy or carving faces and turnips, these were once part of an important event in Ireland that had a very evil significance of warding off spirits. Now, who knows, next time that you're saying trick-or-treating, there might be evil spirits out there with you.